And a quick look here at some of the numbers for Young.
And guys, it hasn't been pretty for him in the past 5 games. He's having one of those scoring slumps that all players go through at some point in the season. But I know he hadn't lost his confidence, and I expect this young man to get after it here tonight.
Here's the starting group for Houston. Westbrook and Harden, the dynamite pair. They're the backcourt. Tucker and Capela are up front, and it's House in at the 3. And for Atlanta, it's Reddish and Hunter teaming up at the forward spots. Young and Herter make up the backcourt, and it's Collins in at the 5, home in the paint.
And when Kyle Korver played for Atlanta, he set a league record with at least 1 three-pointer in 127 consecutive games.
And to think that you just wouldn't have one of those nights where nothing was going in. 127 is pretty impressive. Record was broken eventually by Steph Curry in 2016. But for Atlanta, that 127 is still a team record, and you wonder if one Trae Young might have his eyes set on it.
Young passes to Herter. Knocked away. Here's Collins, and the layup's good off the glass.
Big guy can move. John Collins finds a way to get that one to go.
And here's Houston. Harden up top. Last time out, he had 44 points. Rebound, Atlanta. They just couldn't come out on top last time they took on the Rockets. That one was played down in Houston.
And it's going to come down to effort tonight. Last time they met each other, they were demolished on the boards, and that rebounding difference led to a sizable loss.
Well, let's see if the lesson was learned from that loss. If they come out with the same type of effort, they can expect a similar result here.
And there's the call on Kevin Herter. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Capela, coming off a solid outing against Philadelphia. Near the three-point line, it's Westbrook with nobody on him. He buries the jumper.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, right now I don't see any let-up, GA. I think he's going to just keep putting his foot on that gas pedal tonight.
Now, here is Young. 29 points for him last game against Denver.
Well, the thing he did most was fluster the defense. I really liked how he showed no fear and constantly attacked the lane and drew contact, which in turn got him the free throws.
And Harden's such a creative scorer, especially when he gets in close to the basket.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Collins passes to Herter. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast. Here's Westbrook. A 20-point game for him in the win against Philadelphia. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Hits the three-point bomb. Westbrook's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
And early on, they've been nearly perfect from the floor. Just the one miss here on their first 5 attempts.
Young's shot is off. And here's Westbrook. He'll bring it up for Houston. Leading by 5. They're coming off that win against Philadelphia.
Well, in that one, they just had everything working offensively. It's a lot of fun when you get into that kind of a groove.
Yeah, I love watching that game, and in particular, their demeanor in their destruction in that game.
Here's Westbrook following the basket by Trae Young. Good D by Westbrook.
Well, not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Atlanta's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. And Young kicks to Collins. And Capela sends it back. Westbrook against Young. And Westbrook gets it to go on the assist from Tucker. And that's now 9 points for Russell Westbrook. The Hawks trail by 5. Knocks it loose. Hunter, the pass to Herter. Here's Hunter, guarded by Harden. Young taking his time here. 6 to shoot. In the corner. Herter with it. Over Harden. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down.
he's shooting that with tons and tons of confidence. Herder with another catch-and-shoot basket.
Harden outside for three. No good. Shot missing. And it's the Hawks taking it the other way. Hunter, the pass to Collins. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Now, here's Hunter. Not a lot of room. Lays it in without an inch of room around him. We're just halfway through the season, Brent. Talk about the value of leadership and keeping everyone focused night in and night out.
A lot of that will come from your coaching staff and the messaging, but I will tell you what, Kevin, playing with a star player that goes out there and does it night after night, watching James Harden, watching Russell Westbrook, watching Steph Curry have the kind of unreal performances for the game 56, the game 68. You're just sitting there in amazement. You want to step up and say, you know what, I want to be there for you.
But to me, that may be the most important. Like every game they're there. Like every single game.
They are there. They're excited to be there. They're excited for you to be playing, and they raise the level of your attentiveness to being competitive on a nightly basis. And truly, those guys become inspirational to you. Well, that's a shot he can hit. If you give it to him, you need a little more energy on defense that next trip down.
Westbrook against Young. There's the three. The shot missing. So Houston will take it the other way. Here is House, defended by Young. Passes to Capela. Over Young. Capela with the bucket.
Excellent job of simply taking what the defense offered up.
The Hawks have gone 7 of 13, just over 50% from the floor. Some good looks. Pass to Collins. And finished off by Collins.
At 6'10", John Collins getting more and more used to the physical rigors of a big man in the NBA. Oh, he's just a great finisher on the inside. John Collins, one of the game's better dunkers.
For the Hawks, Jabari Parker's checked in for Reddish. DeAndre Bembry comes in for Kevin Herter. And it's Turner in for Young. And a change for the Rockets. Gordon's checked in for Danuel House. And that one falls for Collins. And you pair Collins with a passer like Trae Young? Look out.
Yeah, you get him the ball around that launch point where he can get his feet together, and Trae can pretty much throw it anywhere. Collins last year a top 20 player in field goal percentage as a roll man in pick and roll situations.
And when he came into the league, Eric Gordon was tagged as a shooter. Now he's been shooting more than ever.
And Gordon the last few seasons has been shooting, how about this, over 8 threes a game. His success rate with them has gone up and down over the years, but one thing is for sure, he always has the green light.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And that one misses. Damian Jones is checked in for Collins. The Rockets also changing it up. Tyson Chandler, he's checked in for Clint Capela. And McLemore's subbed in for James Harden. Good on the second free throw. And so it's Turner with it. He brings it up for the Atlanta Hawks. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Nuggets.
In the NBA, you've got to keep pace. It's a fast track out there, and I thought their lack of hustle defensively was the story of the game.
You can't allow any opponent to shoot that kind of percentage. If you do, it's just going to be so tough to keep up.
Now here's McLemore following the missed shot by DeAndre Hunter.
Now, there are only a few players in the league who can hit a teammate like that in stride. Beautiful assist.
Stolen by Tucker. Westbrook dishes to Gordon. From downtown, bangs home the trifecta. And now a 5-point Rocket lead.
Well, if Eric Gordon gets the ball from beyond the arc, you have to respect his ability to knock those down.
Parker up top. He's covered by Westbrook. Ball's knocked loose. Stolen by Westbrook. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
The Rockets have converted 1 of 2 free throws so far today.
Yeah, pretty good numbers on the season when you look at their free throw attempts, right around 78%.
Catching up on the changes for Houston. Thabo Sefolosha has checked in for P.J. Tucker, and it's Austin Rivers in for Russell Westbrook.
One shot.
Each team has a catalyst, Brent. Some guys are ball dominant. They play within the flow of the offense. Is there one approach better than the other?
Obviously, great coaches, Kevin, are going to find what it is that their best player does well. And as many times as I could get my best player into that situation, that's what I'm going to do. So if it's Harden in isolation, James Harden's going to be in isolation. If it's Steph Curry setting off-ball screens and relocating for threes, well, I'm going to do that too. So it all comes down to a fit with the player, his skill set, and how the coach wants to use that best.
And here are the Rockets now, following the 3 by Atlanta. Outside Gordon. And the officials call him for a 3-second violation. While we've got a moment, let's now take a look at the teams that have the most second chance points on the season. The Rockets 4th.
And just having a terrific year on the offensive glass, it's because everybody buys in. Not just the big men, but even the guards are getting in on the act.
Now here's Turner. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Parker with the bounce pass. Right side Jones. Down to 5 on the shot clock. 3-pointer. The shot by Turner no good. Rockets leading by 5. Now McLemore. He gives the team some steady offense, a bit under 10 points a game. Rivers passes to McLemore. Let's go. Rivers can't get it to go. Atlanta's gone 1 of 5 from downtown in the first quarter. Points out there have been hard to come by. Outside, Jones. Back to Turner. Goes up on the wing, and they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Now that we have a second, let's take a quick peek at the rebounding numbers for the last handful of seasons for Capela.
He's really made that a focus of his game these past few years, and it's paid big-time dividends for him. He's become a much better rebounder, and it's increased his value as a player by leaps and bounds.
Don't let Gordon shoot it.
Left side, Gordon. Now here's McLemore outside. Drains the 3-pointer. And the Rockets lead by 8.
Oh, great ball movement there.
The pass to Hunter. Outside, Jones. He dishes it to Hunter. Gordon with the defensive effort. Houston's gone 4 of 8 on their 3-point attempts, doing a lot of work from way outside. Here in the first quarter. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points, so 1 free throw coming up. That sends Thabo Sefolosha to the free throw line. It's on Jabari Parker. The Rockets shooting their 4th attempt at the free throw line right here.
One shot.
Well, Cephalosha has really carved out a nice role for himself in the NBA. A very important role player, definitely known for his lockdown defense.
Now here's Turner. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. On the wing, Turner. Pass to Fernando. They get the rebound.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Here's Rivers. Another shot. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
This is where size helps Chandler out tremendously. He knows he's got the upper hand in there and great at going into the contact.
It's his first trip to the line.
Shooting 2.
Free throw, Chandler.
Still a lot of talk about Tyson Chandler and all the value he brings because of his experience around the league. Still an interior defender that can cause some havoc for opposing offenses.
And so he hits both.
And coming from a background with player development for head coach Lloyd Pierce.
Well, I think he's great at just being a cheerleader and a confidence builder for this young team. I believe that to be a good fit here in Atlanta. He brings a great hands-on approach, and very, very important for him to think about player development as these young guys grow together.
Now here's Rivers. Kicks it to McLemore. Beyond the arc. Rebound by the Hawks. We've got 28 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Turner trying to free himself up, and he makes that one. Denver's got 5 now.
And how about the awareness Hunter possesses? Understands when one of his guys has an opportunity.
Now here's Gordon. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Philadelphia. It's Rivers on the wing. Over Turner. And he wills that one in. Sinking right through off the back iron. Russell Westbrook has been leading the charge for Houston. That quarter had to take a lot out of him. He racked up 12 points. We've got more in store for you right after this. A unique upbringing for Clint Capela. Spent years in a welfare orphanage in Switzerland. He said he never imagined he'd come this far.
Even as a kid, I wasn't even dreaming about that far. I always said it's even past my dreams. I mean, now I'm just living the moment, trying to work hard as I can, and just enjoy the present. Enjoy the present.
Just an inspiring story, Greg. It gives you perspective on why you should be grateful for everything you have.
Kevin, without a doubt, Capela's upbringing helped shape him, and the hard work he continues to put in is really admirable.
And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And guys, we've seen the Rockets really take control here.
Coming in hot. They were sharp from the perimeter right out of the gate.
They just couldn't seem to know what it was that they needed to do and how to stick them from outside. The defense pretty lost.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. Taking a look at the Rockets, we've got Chandler, Gordon out there with Cephalosha, and it's Rivers, and it's McLemore in a 2-guard. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, the Hawks said they were going to be patient when they rebuilt their team, and they were going to do it through the draft, and they've stuck to that script. Now, Trae Young is probably the biggest name, but Atlanta's added a lot of great young talent the last 3 years. There's John Collins, Kevin Herter, and in 2019, the Hawks added 3 more good young players in the draft. DeAndre Hunter, Cam Reddish, and Bruno Fernando. Things are looking up in Atlanta.
I would think so, too. On paper, it looks good. We'll see if it materializes. D.A., thank you as always. Each year, so many coaching changes. Brent, do you feel they generally get too much blame when things go wrong?
I don't know if blame is the word, Kevin. That's just the easy out for a lot of organizations that want to make some changes. The main thing that's frustrating, I think, for the coaching fraternity is patience. You have to be realistic about the potential of your team and how much time it takes to grow what it is that coach's culture is all about. That's where teams sometimes lose out and give up on somebody a little bit early.
But these guys go into it eyes wide open.
Oh, there's no question about it. And really good coaches in the NBA know that it might not last all that long. So they're going to be who they are. That's who you want to hire. Hire a coach who knows exactly who he is, both coming in the door and walking away.
Clint Capela, he's checked in for Tyson Chandler. So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe. The Hawks trail by 11. Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone. Tipped away. And so it looks like the Hawks will retain possession here. These players have excelled at setting up their teammates this month. The 2K leaderboard shows us the recent assist leaders. The 4th spot held by Trae Young.
Really been in sync with his teammates over that period. I mean, his passing has been phenomenal.
And Capela sends it back.
Hate to say it, but if they're still trailing at the final buzzer, a lot of this is going to be felt by him. His shooting tonight has just been atrocious.
Now here's Rivers. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 8 points a game.
And what a journey it's been for Austin Rivers since being drafted 10th overall back in 2012. Looked like he might not have what it takes to be an NBA player early, but he persevered and is now an integral part of this group.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
A free throw drops for Rivers. And with Rivers, he's never given up on himself and continued to add to his game. Even, Greg, as he's gone from team to team.
You know, he's shown that he can function as either the point or off guard and still give great production from either spot. And as he grows older, you could see him being a top-level 6th man for the rest of his career.
Second free throw, no good.
I think it's been kind of cool to watch Austin Rivers play under his dad, Doc, a shifty combo guard with fantastic skills.
The lead now cut to single digits. Fernando's got a couple of three-pointers in the second for the Hawks. Harden surveying the D. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Here's Reddish. That's in, coming off the assist from Young. Reddish has got his first basket of the night.
Well, we know that Trae Young is a phenomenal passer, which is why you just can't leave him open like that.
Passes it to House. And he banks in the layup. And the Rockets lead by 9.
Now, that play never gets old, Kevin. The pick and roll will still be an offensive staple 100 years from now. Trust me.
And Young kicks to Len. Here's Reddish. He gives a bit of a scoring lift to the team, averaging 8 points a game. Fernando can't get it to go. And so it's Rivers with it. He'll bring it up for the Houston Rockets. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Young against Rivers. 3 minutes of action so far in the second quarter. Young passes to Reddish. Shot clock at 6. The kick out to Young. And the 3 ball is good. Young's got 5 points so far.
Trae Young does not need much time or space.
Harden outside. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played.
And that's what he does. I mean, he is a bucket getter.
The Hawks trail by 8. Pass to Herter. They get a hand on it. Stolen by Harden. Down low. And here's Rivers. Outside, House drills the three-pointer. And now an 11-point Houston lead.
I like that. Staying alert. Rivers keeping his head up to find the open man.
Young drives in over Rivers. Young's shot is off.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Hawks have gone 4 of 10 in the second quarter from the field. Now here's Reddish. He's guarded by Rivers. Reddish kicks to Len. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And checking out the numbers for Young. Just an incredible month of basketball. 3rd in scoring. And he's in the top 5 in assists per game as well. He sees the floor and makes the game easier for his teammates.
And the only way you average top 3 in points if you have that scorer's mentality. He knows he's the go-to guy. And everyone else knows it as well. First free throw is good.
Well, it's been interesting so far for Alex Len as the league has moved away from big men playing on the block about how he's going to improve his game to stay in the NBA for as long as he wants.
Atlanta making a switch here. Collins is checked in. And then for Houston, P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Cephalosha. And Russell Westbrook is subbed in for Austin Rivers. Both free throws good from Len. Rockets leading by 9. Young with the steal. And now here comes Young leading the break. It's rebounded by Houston. Capela's got his 6th rebound on the night.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
Well, his shooting has been a little bit below par. You think about what this lead would look like if he was on.
Reddish dishes to Collins. Inside. And Young with the basket on the assist by Collins. Young's got 5 points in the quarter.
The big man John Collins seeing the court that time.
Capela, the pass to Tucker. The 3 from Harden. That's a bucket. His 3rd of the game. He shot the ball 7 times.
Now, that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
And now the first timeout called here for the Hawks. And if there was ever a definition of a glue guy, Greg, it would be P.J. Tucker. He's so valuable to his team.
You know, P.J. gives you production in every way, and his impact really goes beyond the stats. All the little things that coaches want their players to do, that's really the motto of Tucker's game.
Looking at who's out there now for the Hawks. Damian Jones comes in for Alex Len, and Jabari Parker subbed in for Reddish.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling.
Houston moving it around. And Tucker kicks to House. Out of bounds, Atlanta will take possession. And so Young will bring it up for Atlanta, trailing by 10. Jones kicks to Parker. Good for the basket, starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Well, the D was there, but Parker too good.
Rockets leading by 8. For 3, Westbrook. Collins grabs the miss. Collins has got his 5th rebound in this one. Young inside. He's covered by Westbrook. Now the pass to Jones. Here's Herter. It's Parker outside. James Harden with the rebound. That's good, and that evens things out for him. 50-50. 4 of 8 shooting this game.
That's more like it, rounding into form after a very, very difficult first quarter.
Now, here is Young. 7 points in the game. Good on the three-point shot.
Yeah, he couldn't connect on anything from outside in the first quarter, but now he's hit 2 threes in the second quarter, and he looks much better.
So here's Westbrook. 7-point differential. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
Well, you knew after the Paul George trade that the Thunder would look to sell on Westbrook as well. Just part of the rebuild at this point. His agent did well to get him to a team looking to compete. A great fit for a player in this stage of Russ's career.
One shot.
And that one misses.
And guys, you have to be able to knock down your free throws. Struggling with that this quarter. Good way to let your opponent back in the game.
It's good, and the Rocket lead is cut to just 7 points in the basket from Young. And here's Westbrook from the arc. Tries again. Capela kicks it out to Harden. Harden draws the double. 5 to shoot. Outside, House sinks the triple. House has got 8.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter, and now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
And the foul on Harden. That is his first foul of the game. For the Hawks, Hunter's checked in for Collins. DeAndre Bembry comes in for Kevin Huerter. And it's Turner in for Young. Tyson Chandler is checked in for Houston. Gordon comes in for Danuel House. Parker kicks to Hunter. Lets the 3 fly. The Rockets pull it in. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. To the paint, here's Harden, and Harden with the stuff.
And I just love how aggressive Harden is inside. When he's deep like that, he is ready to finish with authority.
Now here's Turner. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Here's what the Hawks have lined up on their schedule. On Friday, they'll take on John Wall and the Washington Wizards. Then on Sunday, they'll be facing Kyrie Irving and the Brooklyn Nets.
And for the matchup with the Suns, that's a contest that could easily go either way. Small mistakes could be the difference, and both teams will need to be at their best.
And he can't get the first one. Here's a garbage time question, Brent. Why do some teams leave their star players in the game even though the game has either been won or lost?
Forgetful coaches? No,
it can't be that.
Well, I don't know if...
if you're leading by 35 points late in the game.
And the star player is still in the game. Somebody's made a mistake with regards to the rotations. Quite frankly, there's really no reason for guys to be out there at that time.
Yeah.
Early on in the season, it might be that the coach wants to start and play with certain guys, but as the season goes on, you just don't see that going on.
Now, here's Westbrook. 14 points for him. And here's the fast break. Hunter, no good. Houston leading by 11. Poked loose. Westbrook feeling it out a bit. He gets it in there. Westbrook's got 4 points in the quarter.
Well, this is Westbrook just being an ultra competitor. He gets in there and the defense has nothing to do.
Turner with it. No points in the game yet for him. Sweet little floater.
When the player gets a feel for that floater, it can really make things tough on defenders. You're just not sure how to guard them and where your point of commitment is.
Now here's Westbrook. They lead by 11. Here's Chandler. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Parker dishes to Turner. Here's the three. Parker's shot is off. Houston's gone outside a lot tonight. 17 times, in fact. 7 of 17. And it's Westbrook. That time on the assist from Tucker. Tucker's got his 5th assist in this one. Now Turner. And there's the foul. It'll go on P.J. Tucker. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game.
It's his 2nd foul, but not the end of the world. One more before halftime, though. That would change some things.
.156 left in the first half of basketball. Turner up top. He's covered by Westbrook. Turner passes to Jones. 5 on the clock. It's rebounded by Houston. Tucker's got his 4th rebound in this one. And the call will be against Damian Jones. That is his 1st foul of the game. Chandler finds Westbrook.
Evan Turner staying inside the jersey of his opponent, not giving him any airspace to get off a clean one.
Bembry's shot good.
They're having more success from three-point range here in the second after a rough first quarter from deep.
Rockets leading by 11. He gets a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Kevin, when Trae Young was in college, he was known for his long-range shooting. But Young says, the people who know me best know that I'd rather get an assist than any other stat. I pride myself on making the right play. Knowing your teammates get joy and excitement from playing with you is all I care about. Kevin?
That's great to see. Thank you, D.A.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
Just how fierce a competitor Russell Westbrook is. He just lays it all out there on the line every single night.
Now here's Turner. He kicks it to Parker. And the dunk by Parker.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. Atlanta shooting the 6th attempt at the free throw line tonight.
And as a team, really just middle of the pack in terms of their percentage from the line at about 76.
That's good from Parker.
Yeah, in this quarter, they've had the right approach, driving and drawing, initiating contact, create opportunities, get to the line.
And it's Westbrook missing.
Looks like the game plan is they're willing to give him that kind of shot. It worked out for them this time, but if they give it to him...
Now here's Turner. Chandler with the block.
That's what he does, Tyson Chandler, redirecting that one.
Oh, and the jam by Westbrook.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now. Here's Parker. He has 6. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Just 5 on the clock. For the 3. It doesn't go for him. And so it's Houston, 13 points up at the end of the period. They've kept the tempo quick and the defense on its heels, and it's gotten them up big. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks, Tyson. How have you controlled the tempo in the game in the first half?
I think the way we came out defensively, we locked into their sets,
We're taking them out of what they want to accomplish. Because of that, we're able to make some shots on the other end.
Tyson, thanks. We'll see you in the second half. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to 2K Sports, everybody. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Let's talk about that first half. It was all Russell Westbrook in the first quarter. He ended up with 24 points, 2 assists, and 1 rebound. What'd you think, Shaq, about the first half we saw from the Rockets?
Well, we know Westbrook's going to be aggressive, attack off the dribble. But when he plays under control, like he has tonight, that's when this game goes to another level.
And now, Kenny, let's get your opinion on Atlanta.
Well, I think their problem is rebounding, Ernie. You know, when you're trying to come back in a game, every possession counts because each possession can turn into points, and you need to cut that deficit quickly.
And that should do it. With the second half about to begin, let's send you back to Kevin Harlan. Go back to Kevin Harlan. Go. Just go over there.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Well, you look at Russell Westbrook in this game, he has been everywhere.
Definitely been challenging the defense here early on, not settling for anything outside.
Yeah, you want these kind of nights where you can start to see those openings before they happen.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. Young and Herter make up the backcourt. It's Reddish and Hunter teaming up at the forward spots. And it's Collins in at the center position. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. A shot by Reddish, no good.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
The Hawks trail by 13.
They call him Red Velvet. Kevin Huerter, out of the University of Maryland, proved he can stripe it
2 shots.
from day one.
Foul.
Yeah, easy call.
Elbow. 2.
And Greg Herter, the 19th pick back in 2018. Sweet touch, and at 6'7". Good size at the shooting guard position.
And the Hawks general manager, Travis Schlenk, coming from the Warriors with Trae Young and Kevin Huerter. The Hawks hoping they have a kind of Splash Brothers East.
Shooting 2.
He's off on the first.
An athletic forward with a versatile skill set. Hunter has also proven he can come up big in big moments.
And he sinks the second. Houston leading by 12. Now, here is Harden. To the wing on the left. A nice shot by Tucker.
And Harden is more than just a scorer. He's also got some sensational handles and passing instincts. Loves connecting with his teammates.
Here's Herter. Lets a floater go, and the layup is good. Herter's got 6.
Herter showing off the fact that he has a float game as well.
Near the three-point line, it's Westbrook. Collins grabs the miss. Collins has got his 6th rebound on the night. Pass to Herter. Four on the clock. A 3-ball. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Herter's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Hawks. Outside Westbrook. Up top, Capela. Lob pass to Capela.
Now, good passing in the paint may be even more important to an offense than great passing on the perimeter. Those are areas where you got to be careful.
Young passes to Collins. Here's Herter, guarded by Harden. And here's Young from the arc. Another three for Atlanta.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give him from behind the arc.
Harden kicks to Westbrook. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Back to Harden. But they recover it. Capela finds Westbrook. Harden outside. Fires the three. And Westbrook gets it to go on the assist by Harden. 27 points for Russell Westbrook.
Yeah, Westbrook, you fear this. He gets locked in early in games like this. It could be a monster performance.
To the middle. Here's Young. And the Hawks getting another basket right there.
Yeah, 80%. Is that a good number from the field? I think so. 4 of 5 here shooting. Terrific start.
Outside Westbrook. Passes it to Harden. The Rockets with the new 14.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. Here's Herter, guarded by Harden. Herter, no good. And so Westbrook will bring it up for the Rockets. They've led by as many as 14 points. The Hawks trail by 9. Pass to Reddish. Lobbed up there for Collins. It's stolen by Capela. And here's Westbrook. 27 points for him. Good defensive work there by Young. Atlanta's gone 2 of 2 from long range in the third quarter so far. Here's Hunter. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Hunter's got 9.
Awesome concentration there. When Hunter's committed to scoring, he's hard to stop.
Harden outside. Good for basket number 6 from him in the contest. He's shooting 6 for 12.
When a player gets a feel for that floater, it can really make things tough on defenders. You're just not sure how to guard them and where your point of commitment is.
Now, here's Hunter. 9 points in the game so far. And Capela sends it back. They get it back. 2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. Basket made. That gives him 7 field goals in 13 tries.
Another good play. This is how they've built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
Alex Len's checked in for the Hawks. Thabo Sefolosha has checked in for the Rockets. Austin Rivers comes in for Russell Westbrook. Young dishes to Reddish. Outside Collins. The pass to Len. Back to Collins. Here's Herter. Hits it from three-point range. He's got 12.
Well, that's who Herter is outside on the perimeter, a confident long-range shooter.
Pass to House. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. Alex Len picks one up.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
The Rockets have had 12 attempts at the line, making 8 so far. And the first one drops. And the Hawks making a change here. Turner's checked in. And so House nails both of them. The Hawks trail by 10. Young passes to Len. Back to Young. Pass to Len. The three. That's in, coming off the assist from Young. Young's got his third assist on the night. For Houston, they've gone just a bit under 50% from the field since halftime, 5 out of 11. Here is Harden. He's got 15. Goes straight through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. Alex Len picks one up.
And Harden is a nightmare in the pick and roll. Just a clever combo guard who is completely unpredictable.
And Greg, when you're discussing and comparing James Harden and what he's done these last few years, you have to do it on a very historic level.
He's going to go down as one of the best to ever play the game. His production is incredible, and the skill level really is groundbreaking. Easily the best off guard in the league.
The Hawks trail by 10. Stolen by Rivers. Oh, and here comes Rivers all alone.
Like that he gets out and runs that time. That's well within the wheelhouse of Austin Rivers, finishing on the break.
Young passes to Len. Here's Bembry, guarded by Harden. Here's Young. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Young's got 19 points.
Trae Young not backing down from the physical defense on that play.
Rivers kicks to Gordon. Cephalosha against Turner, and there it is for him. Cephalosha's got his second basket of the night.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
It's Young on the wing by Cephalosha.
Maybe not a super athlete, or at least a hyper athlete in the Westbrook mode, but Trae Young's ball handling ability does some incredible things for him out there on the floor to create space and help him change pace for those kind of angles where he can score.
For Atlanta, they have scored 6 points from their 8 attempts at the line so far.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And that one falls for Young. And you love the aggressiveness of Young, tacking off the dribble, and Brent, for his size, able to finish inside.
Well, he can get to the inside. He can shake guys loose. It's his ability to see the floor, Kevin, but it still comes down to that range where Trae Young has confidence to pull up from just about anywhere to get his offense going.
And Brent, many consider Trae Young the first product of the Steph Curry generation. He grew up in the age of the three-point shot.
I think that's pretty fair. He said he recorded all of Steph Curry's games. He studied them and tried to see where Steph was gaining some advantage, and that balance of his shooting and his playmaking, then moving without the ball. You can see all of those sort of attributes that are coming out of Trae Young, courtesy of Steph Curry.
Took him no time at all on that one. Denver's got 11 points.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
Outside Gordon. And there's the foul. It goes on Evan Turner. And that'll be his third foul so far. The Rockets making a switch here. Tucker's checked in. And so here is Houston. They've led by as many as 14 points. Here's Capela. Had a hand on it. Here's Parker. Count the basket and the foul. That one's on Eric Gordon.
Man, that's great signs. Take the contact, keep your focus, and still get the score.
He's made 2 of 3 from the stripe tonight.
And he's kept his percentage at a decent level, right around 74.
One shot.
That's good from Parker.
And Parker continues to work, always wanting to get better. Always thought of as a high motor player.
Rivers dishes to McLemore. Back to Rivers. Takes it from 10. Connects. The jumper drops. Rivers has got 4 points this quarter.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling now.
Pass to Young. Here's Fernando. He's guarded by Rivers. Shot clock at 5. Fernando, the pass to Turner. His 3-pointers off the mark.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
Rivers plays with a chip on his shoulder, and that time driving right through contact.
He's made 1 and missed 1 so far in the game. And the free throw, no good. The Hawks trail by 8. Knocked away. Stolen by Tucker. Parker against Gordon. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's on Jabari Parker.
Well, Eric Gordon is always a threat as a 2-guard to score. However, the defense gets a little too physical with him there, which is why he gets to the free throw line.
He's got free throw attempts number 4 and 5 here. Free throw good from Eric Gordon.
And they didn't shoot it very well from the line in the first half, but they've gotten much better since halftime, and it's helped them to secure the lead.
Russell Westbrook in for the Rockets. Both shots good from the stripe.
And good job bringing that free throw percentage up here in the second half, doing a great job at the line.
Young outside. Parker with no one around. No good with the triple.
Well, the D really getting away with one there. No one on him, and that's going to be good 9 out of 10 times.
For 3, Westbrook doesn't go for him. And Atlanta will come the other way. Parker kicks to Bembry. And Gordon over to help. Back to Parker. And the dunk by Parker.
Yeah, I love how Jabari gets to the rim and goes strong. That time up over the top.
Rockets leading by 8. Westbrook with it. He's got 27. Banked in off the glass. Westbrook's got 5 points now this quarter.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another, Greg.
Ball's knocked loose. And here we go. Fast break. McLemore's got it, and McLemore slams it in.
Traditionally, that's how you want to finish the break, right at the rim.
Yeah, anything other than a layup in that situation, probably disappointing. Had numbers, took advantage.
Now, here is Young. He's got 21. 2 open that time. Made it look too easy. Fernando's got 9.
In perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Maybe trying to find a little bit more space and ball movement to get guys open at the three-point line. Well, he's building off that strong first half he had. I'm not sure the defense will be able to figure him out in the second.
Atlanta calls timeout. Russell Westbrook really making a difference here.
The defense has to take the ball out of his hands. He's just knocking down every three-pointer he takes right now.
Hunter's checked in for Benbury. These players have been dominant on the glass in their last 10 games, leading the NBA in rebounding. The fourth spot held by Clint Capela.
When it comes to rebounding, it's been a stupendous stretch for him. He's been using his body and strength so effectively.
Gordon against Turner. Here we go, Evan. And there's the pass to Hunter. Come on, shoot. It's rebounded by Houston. Capela's got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass. Gordon with it. And Young picks him up defensively. And so it's Parker with it. He'll bring it up for the Atlanta Hawks. A 12-point game. And it's Houston on the break. Here's Tucker. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. This is his first trip to the line tonight.
He's hit his free throws at a pretty good clip this year, 77%.
That's good from Tucker.
Yeah, and their free throw shooting has really improved here in the second half.
Reddish, he's checked in for Atlanta. Both free throws good from Tucker. 26 seconds left in the third quarter. Now, here is Young. He's guarded closely. We've got 13 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. 5 on the clock. From deep. No good on the shot. He gets it up. That one, no good. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Houston on top as they wrap up the third quarter on a 15-5 run. We'll be back shortly live from State Farm Arena. Let's hear what Mike D'Antoni was going over with his team moments ago.
Way to fight, guys. Way to fight. That's all it is. That's all it is. Way to get on the floor. Way to go, guys.
Well, you can see, Greg, he sees the fighting spirit in his team right now.
Yeah, they're playing with energy and purpose. Coach sounds very pleased.
Right here.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. So on the floor for Houston, the forwards are Gordon and Tucker. Russell Westbrook out there with McLemore. And it's Capela in at the 5. Here's Hunter after Clint Capela's bucket. Here's Parker. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play.
Maybe the halftime break was good for him. Allowed him to step back, calm himself down, get himself in the right frame of mind, and now shots are falling.
One shot.
Houston leading by 13. Outside Westbrook. Fires the 3. Atlanta with the rebound. Over to the left wing. Hunter. No good on the triple. Rocket shooting, certainly a key for them in this one. 55% from the field. And here's Westbrook from the arc. Can't hit that one. So the Hawks will take it the other way. Fires from 14, and Young with the basket on the assist by Parker. Young's got 11 points here in just the second half. fourth quarter still young, just over a minute play. And here's Westbrook from the arc, cans it from downtown. Westbrook's got 35 in the game.
He's played a huge role in this game to this point, but it looks like he just wants more. He wants to make sure that this lead holds up.
Count it, and the Houston lead has been cut down to 12 on the bucket from Reddish.
And he placed that pass out in front of him and let him just run into it in rhythm.
Gordon, the pass to Westbrook. Poked away. Young with the steal. Stolen by Tucker. Kicks to McLemore. Reddish grabs the rebound.
Well, there's more he could have done in this game for sure, but it hasn't kept them from pulling ahead.
And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. Collins checked in for the Hawks. Kevin Huerter comes in for Parker. Houston also making some changes. Daniel House comes in for McLemore. And it's Harden in for Gordon. Both good from the line that time. And it's Harden with the ball for the Houston Rockets. At one point, they led by 16. They'll be off to Oklahoma City for a meeting with the Thunder after this one. That will conclude their brief 2-game road trip.
Well, Westbrook draws so much attention, so takes advantage there, finds a teammate.
Now, here is Young, guarded by Tucker. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw good from Young.
Now, Trae Young wants to be a leader, but it's not about wanting it. You have to show it on a consistent basis so your teammates start to look towards you.
And so Young nails them both.
It felt like he was a little hesitant in the first half, but really he's amping himself up here and battering around to get himself to the free throw line.
Now here's Westbrook. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
But he's just fearless and unafraid to go up into the traffic of the defense. Westbrook takes it right to the bucket and a well-deserved trip to the line.
And that one falls for Westbrook. Atlanta with the ball, trailing by 13. Time called here. The Hawks decide to talk it over.
And coach can't be happy, and I think I know why. Their defense putting up no resistance inside.
No, they're not preventing them from scoring, and if you can get to a high-efficiency shot on the floor, and that's the paint, you just keep going.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, guys, Lloyd Pierce talked with his team during that last time out. He was not happy with their play. He told them, we're getting outworked out there. Simple as that. We've got to dial up our effort. Kevin, we'll see if they have enough to get it done.
Thank you, David. Here's Huerter. Just 5 to shoot. Shoots the 3. It's hauled in by Clint Capela. Capela's here's Tucker. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Harden's got 5 assists tonight.
And the defense scattered all over the place on the break. Nice job finding the wide open three.
Here's Herter, guarded by Harden. Herter passes to Hunter. Westbrook with the steal. And the foul on Cam Reddish. That is his first foul of the game. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Pass to Capela. Over Reddish. And Capela the bucket on the assist by House. And that's 10 points for Clint Capela. The Hawks trail by 18. Now Young. The dish to Collins. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. And the rejection by Harden. Right side Westbrook. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Again, using his frame and size right there, Westbrook, one of the strongest finishers we have in the game.
When people talk about a player's mileage limit, do you think total games is the most accurate assessment?
I don't think so, Kevin.
What is it?
It's the amount of minutes that the players play.
Yeah.
I mean, there are plenty of studies out there that teams are digging around on that when players reach. And trust me, they got to be lucky, but you're talking 35,000, 40,000 minutes in the league, that the body is just not capable at that point of replicating the things that it's done year in and year out. So forget about the games. Go to total minutes played. That's where you'll find the biggest fall off for some of your favorite players that have amused and entertained you for years.
Interesting. Now, here's Hunter. Passes it to Collins. Now, here's Hunter. 5 to shoot. Drills it from outside.
A very consistent three-point shooter. Hunter shoots it well from there because of how confident he is.
To the inside, and the dunk by Capela.
Oh, such a beautiful pass to set that one up.
Yeah, the pass might have been pretty, but the finish was angry. Now, here is Young. Pass to Herter. And Clint Capela is going to pick up a foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
And now only one away from being in the penalty.
Here's Herter. And the pass to Reddish. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Herter. Capela covering. And Collins is right there.
Yeah, that's where John Collins sets up shop down in the paint, quick and athletic, able to corral the miss.
Westbrook against Collins. The stupendous finish in traffic. Westbrook's got 43 points.
I mean, he is at his best when it matters most. This game is theirs as long as he can keep this up.
Pass to Collins. Back to Young. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. Young's got 6 here in this quarter. Houston leading by 18. 4-3, Westbrook. It's rebounded by Herter. Atlanta's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Kept alive. Passes it to Collins. Here's Herter. The Hawks need to get off a shot here. Shot by Collins, no good.
Well, if you believe in the numbers, that mid-range shot is not a high-value shot, even with little or no defense on you.
Here is House. Down low, here's Westbrook. Makes it off the glass. Westbrook's got 45 points.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Westbrook against Young. Herter. But they get it back. Collins finds Young. Back to Collins. Now Reddish. Capela covering. Now here's Reddish. Defense is right there. And the miss, not the best shot selection there. Tucker dishes to Capela. Harden outside. He feeds it to Westbrook. Back to Harden. From past the arc. That's good, and so Westbrook comes up with the assist. Westbrook's got 6 assists now in the game.
A good look there, and he didn't waste it. His second 3 of the game.
Now, here is Young. And Capela sends it back. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Collins. The Hawks making a switch here. Parker's checked in. Here is House. Brent, when a team hires a new coach, what tends to be the feelings of the players in that locker room, knowing there's a new voice in it?
If you are a veteran player, you have the opportunity, more than likely, Kevin, to call 5 or 6 resources that know who that coach is. Because most of the time, coaches that are getting hired have previous NBA experience. If you're a younger player, you're looking at what it is that's being written and said about that coach to try to evaluate how it is that you're going to fit in. The biggest responsibility, Kevin, is that new coach trying to get as many of those players into the facility or at a meeting or at a dinner to have them understand from day one, as soon as possible, what it is that they're about, what it is he's expecting from them, and how it is he's going to go about them. Then all the other things about guesswork, those go away.
Right, all about communication.
That communication, and communication as quick as you possibly can, that's an important factor.
Now, here's Reddish. Capela covering. And finished off by Collins. Great game for him. Double-double now. 11 points and 10 rebounds. Now a timeout called by Houston.
Now, John Collins, an amazing young talent in this league. One of the best run and jump athletes that we have at that position. So fluid out there. Gets out in transition, and that's where this Hawks team can really show its young talent.
And now we've got a moment for our Jordan player of the game, Russell Westbrook.
And it's been a ridiculous performance in the best sense possible. I mean, everything about his game has been working. And no matter what they've thrown at him, he's had the answer.
Well, to come in here facing a hostile crowd and have a game like he's had, that's what separates the good players from the great players. Now, here's Westbrook. Pass to Capela. And the dunk by Capela.
That's what he gives you, a big-time presence on the glass.
And you know what, Greg? Once he gets his hands on it, he's not even thinking about kicking it out.
Oh, his competitiveness right now is why the teammates love him.
Here's Herter. The Rockets making the shot. Reddish the pass to Herter. To the middle. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. And it's that quick second and third jump capability for Collins, Brent, that really stands out.
Makes you really tough to box out. You understand not only where your teammate's shot might miss, but your own shot on the inside. And John Collins can read where it's coming off the rim, get to the ball, get right back up and score.
Shooting 2.
That one is off. Brent, a few players now host podcasts, participate with those elements, with those vehicles during the season. Any thoughts on that?
I think it's great. I think it's fantastic for our fan base and for our players to have an outlet, to have conversations and share a little bit more about their personality. It grows them as people, I think, Kevin, especially I've listened to J.J. Redick's many times over,
yes.
And you learn something new, not only about players, but about their interests and how they're spending time. And I think if you were a young player, let's say you were a high school senior and you're a college player and you're listening to some of the things that guys are talking about in their experiences, I think it's invaluable for what it is that you don't know exists around a player in the NBA. way, and for you to start having considerations about how difficult the task is, how mentally taxing. So these things are great outlets for the players.
No one near Westbrook as he lets it go. No good on the quick three. And here's Reddish. Out left to the wing. Outside Collins. No good on the three. And it's Harden with the ball for Houston. Earlier, they held a 23-point lead. The pass to Tucker. Over Young. Sinks the 15-footer. And so it's Atlanta with it. Brent, with advanced analytics becoming commonplace in the NBA, which stats you personally hold most valuable?
Well, it's amazing to talk about effective field goal percentage. I laugh a lot about...
Which is everything shooting. Free throws.
Yeah, well, I like to use true shooting percentage, Kevin, because that's where you adopt three-point shooting percentage, two-point shooting percentage, and your free throw percentage.
Everything.
But in talking to a lot of people around the league, general managers and coaches, I laugh inside to myself a little bit like, oh, so now shooting's important? Like what? Like now shooting's important around the league?
Right.
As if, you know, the time that you go out to start playing basketball, you grab a ball, you go towards the goal, and your goal is to make the shot. And so we're talking so much more about how much shooting is valued. Effective field goal percentage is tremendous, with true shooting percentage being not far behind.
First one falls for him.
And the southpaw stroke of Harden is just beautiful to watch. When he's cooking, he's one of the more lethal scorers in our league.
Here's what Atlanta's going with right now. Alex Len's checked in for John Collins. Carter comes in for Reddish. Krabs checked in for Kevin Huerter. And it's Turner in for Young. And good on the second, so he makes them both. Atlanta's shooting 48% from the field. Not bad at all.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Rockets.
Their inside game was what secured them the win tonight.
They had their way in the paint, and those are all high-percentage shots, but the defense couldn't stop them from getting down low.
And, guys, at this point in the long NBA season, this will go down as win number 25.
And with this win, it gives them a sweep of the season series, even though it's just a brief two-gamer.
And, you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Russell Westbrook.
He was tough to cover all game long. One of those nights when he felt like nobody could stop him, and they didn't.
Parker outside. So we see Houston taking the W here. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Russell, when do you know when to attack and when to lay off, and when to pass and when to shoot?
I never know, man. I just see how the flow of the game is going. I try to stay in attack mode. That's what my team wants me to do, and I try to continue to do it.
Well, you were on your A game tonight, Russell. Thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Brett Berry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our 2K Sports crew. And we'll see you next time.